Well, there is a lot to shift through, so let us get to it. So, what has happened? Well, apparently Daniel from Salem Daniel man, has decided to leave the protest movement. No, it's not a protest movement. I'm just joking. Anyway, Streets LA and his squirrel people for months and months, allegedly to help the victims of Danny Masterson, have basically been, we'll just say being a nuisance around Los Angeles. And one of the main places they decide to be a nuisance is at La Pobe. Now, I'm not a big fan of Danny Masterson. Not a big fan of the owner of the restaurant either. But I think it's fair to say after months and months and months of this insanity, we really haven't gotten anything. Apparently they're just there. They're yelling and screaming. And that's just on camera. But apparently behind the scenes, Daniel is letting us know that there's just a lot of toxicity, just a lot of behind the scenes drama. He doesn't want to be a part of it. So he's exiting. But he committed the awful, unforgivable act of calling William Gude, Streets LA, a false man god. And that made Streets LA all kinds of angry, saying, "You're a loser! You're a loser, Daniel! You're a loser!" That's it. After months and months of alleged protests, the most Streets can do when someone disagrees, "You're a loser! You're a loser!" Nice, Streets. Nice. So, yeah, this is all kind of embarrassing and silly. And it's been sad and silly and stupid for a long time. Even people who were allegedly engaged in this massive revolutionary struggle kind of like basically told the truth months ago too. For instance, one of William's most loyal lieutenants in his, well, I don't want to call it a gang, but basically, we'll call it very violent association. Anyway, Jessica on camera said, "Oh yeah, I'm not really going to be protesting the La Pope. I'd rather go somewhere else to protest Scientology." No one in their right mind thought they were protesting Scientology. They were just showing up, I guess, to shake down money, appear like they were doing something, and impress their audience. But now it's coming to a close, and they've lost about 8 to 9 people. And permanently, these people just don't care about Scientology. They're not protesting anymore. They're just moving on. They're like, I don't know. I gotta move on, guys. I gotta do different stuff. But give Daniel credit. He did say it up front, saying, "Yeah, it's just been a lot of lying and backstabbing. I don't want to be a part of it anymore." So, c'est la vie. And instead of acting maturely, William's friends and allies and supporters are just going bat crazy and just throwing all these incredible accusations at Daniel. Apparently he's a chomo, he's a criminal, he's a traitor. He and the owner of the restaurant, they're in an erotic relationship. Yeah, he's a Scientologist. He's David Miscavige. He's Tom Cruise. He's supporting Daniel Masterson. He and Daniel Masterson and the Masterson family go back years and years. It's really quite silly accusations. What's really alarming here is that these accusations actually fit the protesters. Serge, for instance, was a huge part of the Masterson family. Jordan and other Mastersons went to his art gallery back in the day. They're friends with these people. In fact, some of these people were former patrons of La Pobe. That's right. So these former patrons are now like, "Oh my God, we got to destroy it. We got to shut it down. Oh my God. It's the most evil thing in the universe." So it's just a lot of play acting. And at least one part of this comedy tragedy is coming to a close. So I think it's fine. If people want to walk away or criticize Streets, it's a free country, or it should be. Streets has to get used to people criticizing him. But, it is what it is. He has a very dictatorial personality, a very authoritarian personality. He cannot stand any real criticism. And he's blocked me a ton of times. So if people want to ask me, like, "Why did you reach out to Streets and get his comments?" Well, he's not going to talk to me. He's not. So that's just his attitude. He wants you to obey his squirrel army revolution, whatever it is. It's all really sad and silly. But hopefully Daniel will be in a better place. Apparently he's a musician. Now, I don't know his content well enough to recommend it, but I think this very cultish thing to call him a traitor and try to destroy him now kind of just exposes that this whole squirrel thing, for the most part, has been silly nonsense. They've done some good stuff here and there, like the Irish protest actually seemed coherent. It actually made a little bit of sense, but the vast majority of this stuff is just what it is. What are we getting angry about? Well, Apparently, Daniel was at the front entrance of La Pub, and that is not allowed. How dare you? How dare you? What are you doing? You betrayed everyone. You betrayed everything. You will be judged by the council, and yada, 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 yada. Like, just get over it. Some people will agree. Some people will not agree. And some people clearly don't think Streets is a good leader.